It's the NFL on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Raiders and the Rams, and it's coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They go play action here on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now back to throw. Will find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now, first carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
Back to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. A beautiful fake. And the Raiders are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they'll be let out by their third-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Throwing on first down. Bryant. He'll get this one to Cobb complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Brandt. And it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Brandt. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well. But they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Bryant. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw on 2nd down, Bryant. He's got Higbee complete right side. 2 yards on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd and 3.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown, Rams. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. I think he's still shaking his head a little. It was his fumble on the previous drive that led to the touchdown that has us tied.
And sometimes it's worse on a runner who drops it like that to watch the other team take the ball downfield and score than maybe if they just returned it right away. You know what I mean? Because sometimes what happens that fast, you're right back out on the field. Instead, he had to watch it happen. Let's see if it affects him going forward the rest of the game.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Las Vegas first down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score time
7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw now on first down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to the left, that's where the tight end Moreau is. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jacobs going to try the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They're going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down about the 2.
Well, Brent, I always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Jacobs again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They go with Jacobs. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
On 1st and 10, Brandt. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
It's taken to the 26. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And brought down there by Taylor Rapp.
He went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and that will keep this a 2-point game. Well, listen, now, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing to start the drive. Brandt. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's only able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Looking to throw on second down. Brandt. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun. Brandt. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Back to throw again. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Brandt out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over the bounds. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will slide to a halt at the end of that one. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Back to throw. Brant, he's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
Remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter, so the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
The extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Fields it right around the goal line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Throwing on first down. Brant. That's complete to the tight end, Hopkins. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. On the handoff, running left is Akers.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Brand, open man, Higbee, the tight end. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Off play action. Brandt. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he'll do a nice job here just to find his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Riley Dixon now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, but it'll be second down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Jacobs now. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The decision to tack and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The L.A. offense ready for this next possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Brandt. Open man right side is Cup complete. And he goes out right around the 39. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Brandt. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but Felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Second and 5. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. 2nd and 6. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Raider 1st down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Complete to Aaron Waller.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
What's the deal, y'all? Let's rock and roll.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
He's got Renfro on the out route. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On second down, Jacobs. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 13-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll set up a throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams from 4 yards out. And the Raiders put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth-quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Throwing to start the drive. Brandt. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Looking to throw. Brandt. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He's back to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Gay knocks this one through. And they will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the ball used. Did you leave too much time on the clock? There's another field goal. The other way, and that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Gets this to Waller.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a first down.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Able to connect with Jacobs. Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
They're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play, has him in field goal range with a chance to win. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.